Welcome back to the Perek Project. We have different types of relationships in our lives. We have our superiors, we have people that are peers, we have people that are subordinate to us. And these different types of relationships call for different ways of handling those relationships. And it can be tricky sometimes. In Mishnah 16, Rabbi Yishmael is going to give us a precise understanding of how to handle different relationships in our life. But first, let's understand a little bit about who Rabbi Yishmael was. So let me tell you a little anecdote. There was once a man, and he vowed that he wasn't going to marry a young lady because he didn't find her attractive enough. So Rabbi Yishmael heard about this, and this is what he did. He provided for the young lady so that she could be fed, and that he could hire beauticians for her until the young man saw the beauty in her, because he felt that every young lady, every Jewish woman was beautiful, and he wanted to help her out. So he says, number one, with our superiors, we should yield to them. Rather than just inflate one's own ego, one should give way to people that are superior than us. When it comes to people that are our subordinates, whether they're younger than us or less experienced than us, sometimes they can be rash and disrespectful, but he's telling us, nonetheless, we should still be pleasant to them. And to our peers, we should greet everyone cheerfully. He's telling us this, that we should give honor to other people. Sometimes we have to say no to people. And even when we have to say no to people, we should do it in a cheerful way, in a way that conveys that we would have liked to have done it if we could have. And I got a fabulous example of this over the summer holidays. We stayed in a house where they had Alexa. And of course, my kids loved playing with Alexa and loved asking her all sorts of things. And occasionally they would say, "Alexa, clean up the kitchen." And what would Alexa do? Alexa would answer in that same even tone, I would if I could, but I can't, so I'm sorry. And it just, we got into the habit of copying and repeating Alexa to each other when we can't do things. And it's just such a pleasant way of saying no. And this is what he's telling us in the Mishnah, that we should greet everyone cheerfully, even if it's a time that we have to say no to them. And if you've ever been greeted in that cheerful manner, you know how great it makes you feel. When we lived in Calgary and we were new to the city of Calgary, I remember walking into a bank and the bank teller gave me such a warm greeting. "Hello, how are you?" And I thought, hold on a second, do I know you from somewhere? After I'd been there a while, I realized that no, I didn't know her from anywhere. But that was the way in Calgary that people greet each other so cheerfully. So that's what he's telling us, that we should give way to those that are superior, we should be pleasant with our subordinates, and we should give everyone honor by greeting them cheerfully.